Welcome, friends, to the YOUnion Spring Community Cleanse in collaboration with O2 Living. I want to start off by congratulating each one of you for signing up and really putting your wellness first this week. We have an incredible group that's come together, and it's just really exciting. I wanted to start by talking a little bit about just the fundamentals of Ayurveda, starting with this idea of the universal life force, which manifests as three different energies, or what we call doshas: the vata, kapha, and pitta. And we're all made up of a unique combination of all three of these doshas. And these doshas can fluctuate constantly, just as the seasons fluctuate and our ages or the time of day or our diets, right? So always fluctuating. But the three doshas are generally described in terms of the five elements being the earth, air, fire, water, and ether. So the vata dosha is said to be made up of air and ether. So it's like the wind. It's light and dry and cool and just capable of a lot of movement. Pitta is said to be made up of fire and water. So it's considered to be mostly fire. It's hot, it's light, it's not too dry, not too moist. And so it's moving on its own, but could also be very moved and swayed by vata, right? And then there's kapha, and that's the season we're in right now. And kapha is made up of water and earth, which combined can look like mud, but could also combine to be something very stable. So it's very heavy and moist, but can also be very stable. So late winter into spring is kapha season, as I mentioned. So kapha, you can see it in nature. It's an abundance of water. It's a heaviness in the earth that naturally accompanies just excess water from a long winter, right? In you, the excess of kapha can show up as a resistance to change or physical activity, just feeling a little lethargic or lazy. It could be a heaviness in the mind and a feeling of just being uninspired or kind of stuck. You can also notice it in your digestion. You might feel a little bit sluggish, or you may notice that your appetite isn't very ravenous, and that you feel really heavy after meals. One of the basic principles in Ayurveda is this idea that like increases like, or that opposites balance each other. So foods, weather, situations, they all have these similar characteristics as the doshas. And that will increase them. Those that have opposite characteristics will decrease them. So knowing this, you can kind of adjust your yoga practice, your diet, your other environmental factors that really just kind of affect these forces so that you can help them be more in balance and harmony. So during kapha season, which is again now, we really want to attract the opposite. So we're looking to avoid heavy foods. We're looking to challenge our minds. We're looking to exercise daily to really stave off the heavy qualities of the season. It's also a time of renewal and energy. So the qualities of kapha, when in balance, can allow for just smooth joints, a soft and empathetic heart, good stamina, well-formed muscles, as well as feeling mentally and emotionally grounded. So to bring out some of the best qualities in kapha, just think about moving and movement, moving forward, springing forward, right? You know that saying. So try to exercise every day, walking, yoga, jumping jacks, just something to get your heart rate up and to get you sweating a little bit, just starting to release a little bit. Start incorporating twists and heat, so saunas, hot yoga, right? You also want to have a moderate amount of warming and light foods. You want to favor pungent, bitter, and astringent tastes this season. In the fall and in the winter, I usually advise that you do eat 3 meals a day so that you really include that morning meal. in spring, because our digestion can be a little bit sluggish, not for everybody, but for some of us, it is okay to skip breakfast. So ignite your Agni or digestive fire by only eating when you're hungry. So if you wake up and you're not hungry, go exercise or take a walk, do something to really start to fuel yourself and get yourself ready to eat, and then have your meal, whether that's midday or mid-morning. Also, seek adventure, spontaneity, challenge, both mentally and physically. So just having an overview of our 5 days together. We're going to do our first 2 days with vegan meals, which you probably have or will shortly pick up at the O2 Living Cafe. On the third day, we'll do our full juice day. On Wednesday, you'll pick up that food for the last 2 days, and that, just as a reminder, is from 8 to 4 p.m. If you cannot pick it up during that time slot, let me know, and Mario has agreed to stay later, and he can meet you later on if you need that. Starting tomorrow, we eliminate coffee, caffeine, alcohol, meat, wheat, dairy, and processed foods. Your body may experience symptoms of withdrawal, like headaches or feeling tired or aches. Your emotions may also feel affected. You might feel anger or sadness. This is all temporary. It may last 24 or 48 hours, but you'll get through it. Jump on WhatsApp for support. That's what we're here for. We're doing this as a group so that we can enjoy the support from one another and have fun as we learn and grow this week. You'll notice that all the recipes are light and airy. They're all enough nutritionally, though, I promise. You may feel like you need more because that's just what your body's used to. So you're going to want to snack. And that's okay. So when you do snack, reach for fruit or reach for nuts. Maybe even a cup of tea might just be enough to give you that sensation that you've gotten something more. We are trying to slow down this week, so get really intentional and think about setting your meal times, sitting down to eat rather than standing or eating on the run in the car, and try not to use screens while you're eating. Really chew and taste the food while you're sitting and eating. When it comes to sleep, get intentional as well. Get consistent. Set those bedtimes. Set your wake times. The sun is out longer, so you may notice that you need maybe an hour less of sleep or just a little less sleep. Maybe you need a little bit more, but just get consistent. And do be careful not to indulge in too much sleep. Again, it's a heavy season, so we might feel a little lethargic. We're trying to kind of push through that. Use the journal for setting intentions and writing gratitudes as part of your sleep routine, either when you go to bed or when you rise in the morning. WhatsApp here. I will send you daily audio. Last cleanse, it was a PDF and written word, but this time around I'll be sending an audio file. So the audio file will be a little bit of information, a little bit of inspiration. It'll include a moment of breath and just settling. You can listen to it when it makes sense, though I recommend listening to it in the morning so we can start off our days together and with the same kind of intentions. WhatsApp is also a place to feel safe, to share your thoughts, reflections, speed bumps along the way. So just jump on, share, connect. I think that's it. There might be things I'm leaving out, and I trust that you'll speak up and ask questions. Okay, beautiful people. We are here together. We are one, and we are practicing how to be mindful and present. Namaste.